Peggy 16.
One of the things we were conscious of when creating this idea of a monolith is that we wanted to make sure there was still variety in there. So we did actually create 4 very distinct different biomes. These reflect certain almost philosophical principles of life, if you like, and each one, in terms of its art direction, is meant to kind of invoke certain feelings. You will also see some very unique areas which lead more towards the supernatural and divine aspects of the mysteries that this ancient civilization has uncovered.
So players will encounter lots of different enemy types within the monolith. So they are ancient automatons that are trying to protect areas in the different biomes, and they all have different styles of gameplay and all have different methods of defeating them.
This is sort of tied to the cartogram system. We put a lot of information up front in those cartograms, including what boss you'll face. And we also have something we call a dynamic difficulty indicator, which in real time takes into account your own power levels, such as the level of your character and what resistances you have, and compares that to the cartogram. It's just a loose indicator. It's not meant to be taken completely literally, but we do suggest which cartogram is maybe within your power level.
In Empyreal, there's 9 different characters, and each of them have their own unique backstories. So all of them have their own motivations and reasons for being there, and they all have different takes on what's happening inside the monolith.
Huh. I see the rumors were true.
Each of them is intended to be a very unique personality, and they've all had to sacrifice a great deal to be here, and they're all concerned about the future, and they're concerned about what they found.
It's very dangerous here. You shouldn't have come here.
Each of their quest lines have multiple endings depending on how you speak to them and what you do within the game. So it's gonna basically, everyone's end game can look quite different depending on how you've treated different characters.
What I hope is that players will resonate with these characters, that they will have their favorites. I mean, I'm probably biased, but I think they're one of the most interesting aspects of the game.
There are many, many things that I'm proud of with Empyreal, but I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is the amount of complexity that we've managed to add to the game in a positive way. So every time players will play, they will probably discover something new, or they will uncover a new feature.
I think the mystery is going to be one that's going to really excite players. This is a game that doesn't necessarily force feed information to the player. They're going to be rewarded for their curiosity.
Empyreal is a self-contained story, but the universe is very expansive. The people who belong in this world, including your player character, they know a lot about the history, they know a lot about the entities, about the civilizations, about the warring powers.
When you're creating any kind of new IP or any kind of RPG game world, you really need to think about the whole context of the world as well. So there is definitely scope for more in this universe, and we've definitely thought about how that could be utilized in the future.